Hello, Jumbo, Salam Alaikum, Namaste, and Sat Sri Akal. Today we are going to do a mini video of a little bit request video actually, is how I make my garlic ginger chili salt mixture. I'm always using it as garlic ginger salt chili, and so this time you can actually see it. So please come closer and we'll introduce to the different things. The one thing we use is chilies, and again these are per taste. I today for fun have thrown in a habanero pepper, and I think all of us know these are extremely hot chili peppers. So when I make it, I'm going to name my bag X hot, and then that way I know when and how to use that. There's going to be a little bit of oil. It could be olive oil or any vegetable oil that you have. A little muffin tin tray, and I have recently, there's salt, coarse salt. So also this is a good thing to know, and make a note on your list of the bag that you put it in that there's a bit of salt in it. So when you're cooking, you adjust your salt accordingly. I used to use peeled fresh garlic and ginger, but lately I've become a bit lazy and I like these brands. They were picked up for me by a friend from Fruticana, and I haven't looked back since. I really like these. They're not the kind that have other additives which I'm not keen on. But Fruticana has all sorts of varieties. The other way too is you can get a bag of just peeled garlic and fresh ginger and then do it yourself. But other than that, this is it. I'm going to use the pan to spray the muffin tin a little bit, so when we finish making it. So basically this is all the combinations. We're going to combine them together. And why we use the oil, so when it goes in the freezer, it doesn't become hard. If you used water, it would become really hard in the freezer. But when you use the oil, it's a little bit pliable. So if you were in a ziplock bag, you can easily pry a piece off or whatever. So I'm going to use a little ninja machine. I find this is very handy. It's just got a removable blade. And basically, we're just going to throw everything in. And I prefer equal parts. Now, some of you may not be too keen on ginger, so you put more garlic, or vice versa. You might like more ginger and less garlic, so then you go that way. The ratio is totally up to you. I'm just showing you basically what I throw in with it. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to start off with see how nice and white the garlic is. I've seen it even in Costco, actually. I've seen it where it's quite yellow in color, and I don't understand why it should be yellow. It should be white. So there you go. I do notice in this one, when I'm cooking, it does have a little bit of a citric taste to it. So adjust that in your cooking as well. That's something you just have to. So I'm going to try and use this all up so I can finish this container. So now here's the ginger. You can see that's all the garlic. I wanted to empty that jar. And there's the ginger. And I'm putting exactly, as close to exactly an equal amount. And the best way to tell is just leave it in the container and look at it, right? So there we've got 50-50 garlic and ginger happening. Let's put that away. Oh, a bit of salt, again to taste. It's just coarse salt. It just blends better. Like I said, I want it to be really hot this time. So that's a habanero pepper and 3 green chilies. So this is very hot. I would call this extra hot. Some oil. And the oil is also to assist the mixture to turn. Okay, now I don't know how this comes in the video. I haven't done this before. It'll be noisy, so I'm going to put this on. And then basically this is plugged in. It just snaps right on, and so here we have it. It's all done. Nicely blended. Garlic, ginger, chili. And we're just going to take the pan, shake it up a bit, give it a quick spray, just to make sure the centers are sprayed. There. And scoop it in. As much or as little as you think you will use at a time. There. Or you can get a nice tablespoon. It'll be easier to scoop in better than this big spatula. And so on. And when it's all done, put it in the freezer and freeze it. Take it out, put it in a Ziploc bag, and mark the Ziploc bag as to what is inside. So when you have different ones in the freezer, it's good to remember. Sometimes I make just garlic, chili salt, because I like to use it for pasta and I don't want ginger in it. Sometimes I never do ginger by itself, but again, there's an option. So do your different versions, write them on the Ziploc bag, and once it's frozen, it's beautiful. It just comes out in little round things, as you've seen when I do my cooking. So there we are. Thank you very much for joining me on Ammijaan's kitchen. Have a good day, and please like and subscribe.